Hello, dear ones, enlightened ones, inspired ones, my enchanted brothers and sisters. Hello, hello, and welcome to Pick Your Own Cards tonight. I hope you're doing well and had a great week and enjoying your Friday night. It is February 22nd, 222. And it's about 7:04 p.m. And so I just thought, go ahead and do a quick pick your own cards reading. I'd already shuffled the cards, calling the angels and for their assistance and help. And so I had them all laid down here. I have three groups of cards here. And what I want you to do is I want you to take a few minutes and take a couple deep breaths. Hello, beautiful Kim. Thank you for the love. And I want you to take a couple really deep breaths and clear your mind, clear everything from you, and then call on your angels or spirit or whoever you speak to go ahead and help guide you to pick the cards that you're drawn to. So I'm going to lower the camera, take a good look at the cards, and whatever. Now, it doesn't have to be one group. It could be two groups. It could be all three groups. It could be a card from one pile, a card from another pile. You can't get it wrong. Whatever you're drawn to, there is a message for you. And no matter when you watch this video, which will be on YouTube, no matter when you watch this video, there is a message for you if you're drawn to watch it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to lower the camera. And so I want you to take a few minutes to look at the group of cards here. Clear your mind, take a couple deep breaths, and go ahead and do this. This is the first group, this is the second group, and this is the third group. So go ahead and call on your angels and to help you select the cards that you need, which message is here for you. I'm going to give a few more minutes because I know some more people are going to pop in. And if you make a comment, I can't see it right now because the camera has been lowered. But this is the first group, the second group, and the third group. So go ahead and take a look. And again, there's no set rules here. Whatever card you're drawn to, if you're drawn to the first group, second group, third group, maybe it's only one card in the first group, another card in the second group, another card in the third group, whatever it is. But you can pretty much put it together. This is a general reading, of course. For a more personal and private reading, just go ahead and contact me. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the first group. And the first card is a message from the angels. It's the Angel Tarot deck. And the first card, this is a good card, is the Two of Fire. Okay. And it says, you've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. Okay, so maybe you were dealing with some struggles, or you're trying to get something together. This could be business, this could be work, this could be a romantic situation, whatever it is, but you finally can stand on your own. You can now make a commitment or a partnership or sign a contract, and so you can continue to move forward. So whoever selects that, I'm sure you'll understand it. There's two cards that came through from the archangels. These are the archangel cards. So the message from the archangels is the Two of Michael. I'm going to show you first. Okay, you see it? And it says, it will all be better if you just make a decision. Overanalyzing the problem. Find a compromise. Okay, so now, you do this, you're overanalyzing, maybe you're thinking of the worst instead of thinking of the best with this, but it's time to go ahead and make a decision. Go ahead and move forward. Take a chance. Sign contracts, make a partnership and where you need to go. Find a compromise. Find how to, this is true with, when you're dealing with a partner, whether it's in a relationship or work or situation, you always have to compromise. It can't be all one way or not the other. There's always has to be room for compromise. And the second archangel card is the Eight of Gabriel. And Archangel Gabriel, she is God's angel's is for communication and messages and things like that. And she comes through here saying a great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication. So once you're able to communicate, once you're able to compromise, the end, things are going to be busy. Things are going to go ahead and move forward. Okay, so, but you have to be able to talk about it. You have to say what you need, and it will be immediate results because it's waiting in the universe. It just needs your permission to go ahead and move forward with that. Okay, and the next card is the romance angels. Maybe this is about a romance. This card says this could be the one. And it says you already met the romantic partner you seek. So they're already there. And then the overall angel message for this first group is family. And the card read says, this situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member, which we can help you to understand and heal. In your mind and heart, surrender this person, yourself, and the experience with calming blue light and many angels. Be open to the gifts within the situation and allow yourself to feel peace. So if there is something with a family member, and obviously there's new partnership, there's compromise coming, healing is coming into this situation. This could be the one, whether it's, and again, this is general reading. This doesn't always have to mean romance. This can mean this time has come. This is could be the person that's going to bring you peace, or this is the person that's going to enlighten you. This is the person that's going to help you move forward. Okay. It's dealing with somebody, a family member, it could be a close friend, someone who feels like a family, but there's some healing that needs to happen with a family member. And sometimes it's maybe you're angry with a sibling, maybe you're angry with a parent, or something like that. You have to heal them. But remember this, the healing has to come through you only. Do not expect someone else to come and say they're sorry or try to heal the situation. You only have power and control over how you handle the situation. So you have to bring peace to yourself with this situation, with this family situation, in order for healing to begin. Okay? You only are responsible for what you do. You have no responsibility and no control of what somebody else does. And I hope you remember that. And that's how you create, again, your law of attraction and your karma. So if you pick the second group here, the angel card here says, release. That's good. And it says, the end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. Yeah, it's like getting an aha moment. It's time to bring things to an end. Or if you've been waiting for an end of something so something new can begin, it's here, it's present. Okay, and you have to, the best way to end anything that's not pleasing or happy in your life is to look at it from a spiritual perspective and knowing that this had to happen. You have to let it go. You have to release it. You have to surrender it and let it go. So you can definitely move on to wonderful things that you are deserving in your life for. And so the next card is from the Archangels. It's the Page of Raphael. Of course, Raphael is God's angel for healing. And it says a new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insight. Yeah, once you release what's holding you back with the release card, once you release if it's anything from the past or a person, yeah, your life is going to change. The doors are going to open to wonderful things. When you come to that place of peace and love by lovingly release things. You can't release a situation or a person in a negative way. You have to lovingly do that. You have to understand and be aware of who they are and then let them go lovingly. So you can definitely move on to something better and wonderful. And of course, the next card is the from the romance angels, and it's unrequited love. So it's telling you, Tilly's getting nice. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So again, with this release card, it's telling you it's just not there. It's not working. It's time to just go ahead and move on, let things go. Whether it's a relationship or a situation, it's time to go ahead and let it go. And that wonderful things are going to happen for you once you make that decision. Yeah. I had said go ahead and release this person in a lovingly way. Release every situation in a lovingly way. And the angel's final message is see only love. And it says, look past the seemingly errors, mistakes, misunderstandings, and see only the love within each person, including yourself. Your resolute focus upon the love that underlines every situation brings about healing and undreamed of ways, bringing about healing in undreamed ways. So what you didn't think was going to happen, or you didn't think there was going to be a solution, you got to focus everything from love. You have to try and understanding, having awareness of why people are who they are makes this release really, really easily, and from a place of love, because there's definitely not enough love there. There's not enough love there. So it's time to go ahead and whether it's a situation or a person, it's time to go ahead and do that. And when you do that, and I think you're coming to a new spiritual outlook or a new emotional feeling about this, because there will be messages regarding relationships or events or things like that. So yeah, they will be coming forward to you. Okay. And then if you pick the third group here, the angels. Oh, we got two angel cards here. The first card is the Three of Air. Okay. And it says, great sadness, take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself or others. You need to get out of this, okay? And the second card is the King of Fire. And with the King of Fire, it says, focus, 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 communicate with the vision, and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. Yeah. So now it's time to be the leader in your life. And take the time to heal, absolutely. Take time to let it go, but it's time to be the leader in your life. It's time to let things go. It's time to forgive yourself or forgive others. It's time to let it go. This holding on to grudges or holding on to someone, expecting an apology or expecting someone to change, expecting anything from anybody, is only causing yourself harm. And that's not the life that you're supposed to live. You're supposed to live a peaceful, loving, enjoyable life, not one with worry, not wanting something from someone. If someone's meant to be in your life, if someone is a soulmate or a twin flame, and soulmates could be anybody. It doesn't have to be romantic. If someone's meant to be in your life and stay in your life, they will be there. But if they're not, don't let their actions hurt you. They're very telling you that you don't belong there. So why are you going to stay with something or a situation that doesn't belong in your life? And they're letting you know that. So we had two cards from the archangels as well. So the King of Raphael comes up. And it says, yes, it is safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. So now, the healing is done. You're focused, you're being a leader, and then it's telling you it's time to trust. It's time to trust your path. It's time to trust the people that are coming into your life, especially if you put your intentions out there to only send you trustworthy, loving, kind people that are there to help you. Okay, you focus on that. And when that happens, we have the Three of Gabriel here. And it says, prosperity arising from wise planning. Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. Yeah, it's time to move on. It's time to focus and be the leader in your life and move on. It's time to go ahead and do that. Romance angels say, you deserve love. Stop holding on to anything that happened in the past. Stop holding on. You know, the healing has started and it should be done. Forgive, and forget. So many people say, oh, I can forgive, but I can't forget. Well, then you didn't forgive. Because if you can continue to remember what someone has done, then you didn't forgive them. You know, just let them go. But you deserve love. And it says you are lovable. And how you become lovable is not holding on to grudges or holding on to what someone has done to you, or blaming someone, or blaming a situation, or holding yourself accountable for things. That does not make you lovable. But when you let it all go, and you come to a place of being loving and being kind and, you know, and able to forgive, people want to be with people like that. Oh, the final message, let go of your past. And it says, the burden of carrying your past around has made you weary. Dear one, it is time to set this burden down. Keep only the lessons and the love and leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and now it's gone. Yeah, sadness has to end. Time to forgive either yourself or somebody else and go ahead and let the past go. And then wonderful things are going to happen because you deserve love. You don't deserve to be punishing yourself. You absolutely deserve love. Hi, hello, Kathy, beautiful Kathy. I'm trying to see what I can read there. Hello, beautiful Suzanne. Thank you for popping in. Okay, so Kathy just asked me, what if something bad happens to someone and they wonder if they're supposed to still be here? Will they be forgiven? I assume forgiven, do you mean by God? You mean forgiven by God or forgiven by somebody else? The thing is, once you know that God and the universe loves you unconditionally, so there's no need for forgiveness. They accept what you do. God knows these are lessons that you have to go through. And you made this agreement with God. When you made this agreement with God before you incarnated in this lifetime on the lessons you're going to learn. God does not punish. Please, if you learn nothing else from me, learn this. God does not punish. He loves. He loves unconditionally. That means with no conditions. God doesn't know ego. God is egoless. He is 100% love. So in order to find fault with someone or not forgive them is ego. And God is egoless. So it's not there. So it's 100% love. You will not understand this. Religion teaches us to obey. Okay, that's the main course to religion. They have lots of rules and they teach you to obey. And I'm not telling you don't stay with your religion. That's not what I'm telling you. I'm trying to just explain to you how this works. In spirituality, we know that there's a loving God. And if God is unconditional love, he doesn't find fault. And when you know the difference between ego and divine love, you know, the ego doesn't exist. Ego, EGO, stands for edging God out. Okay, so anything is, and ego is everything that's negative. It's worry, it's fear, it's doubt, lacking courage, lacking confidence, finding fault, complaining. All those things is ego. The only thing that's real, the only thing that's true is love. And if you felt that you've done something wrong, you have to forgive yourself first. okay? And please do not hold anybody else accountable for what they do. The worst thing that any of us could do is expect an apology or expect someone to change toward us. It's not going to happen. They have to be who they're supposed to be. And once you have this awareness and accept people for who they are, you don't have to accept their behavior. You don't have to have them in your life, but you have to have that awareness. This person is a narcissist, or this person is a liar. This person is mean and nasty. And you have this awareness of it. Say, okay, I accept that you're mean and nasty, but I don't accept your behavior. So I'm going to disconnect from you. I'm not going to find fault with you. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to have anything to do with you. I'm just going to separate the energies that we have together. Absolutely, Sarah. Oh, so, if someone commits suicide, okay, you're talking about suicide. If someone commits suicide, if this is their path, if this is what they were supposed to do in this lifetime, nothing's going to stop it. Nothing is going to stop it. It's the same thing with any of our deaths. You know, sometimes, you know, we hear about a very healthy person and then they get cancer and they die. And you say, well, how this person is very healthy, they did all this stuff and they got cancer and died. This is because this is the way they were supposed to go. You can't change what's going to happen. Now, when someone commits suicide, you don't want to try and focus on this here. You don't want to put anything negative on what you think is already negative. So if you think when someone commits suicide that's something horrible and nasty, and why did you're asking these questions, why did they do this? This is something horrible. You're putting negative energies on something that meant a lot to them. You always want to send someone or situations love and light. Always. I don't care what it is. You want that person who had suffered, they suffered in this lifetime, you want to send that person love. They suffered enough in this lifetime that they don't need to have worrying that someone felt guilty or someone taking the blame for it. You don't want them to feel that. You want them to go ahead and ascend up into heaven. We all go to heaven. Go ascend into heaven in a loving way. You don't want to keep them here earthbound. So you send them love. You know, you send them. There's nothing that anybody can do to stop it. If it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. If it's not meant to happen, it won't happen. Someone will be there to stop them. Okay, but remember this again. God loves unconditionally. He's not going to punish anybody who commits suicide. In fact, they need love more than anything. They don't need to find fault. They don't need to be so-called sent to hell. No, that doesn't happen. They are embraced in love. God embraces them with love. Okay, Kathy. Right, Cassie, absolutely. Okay, so Kathy says, okay, what if they tried but called for help? No, don't put sorry on this. Saying sorry is an ego thing. So what you would like to say to Kathy, and I'm going to advise you, but you say whatever you want. You would say, Cindy, I'm sending you love and light to help me, and I appreciate it. So don't apologize for wanting to know something. Okay, so if the person tried to commit suicide and called for help, then yeah, they're not supposed to go through with that. They need help. They need love, and they're feeling their whole world's crashing down, or they have nothing left, or they can't give anything left, or they're unworthy. They're feeling these emotions, and so for the help that they need, and we have these centers and all to help people who are going through this, to let them know that this is only temporary. You're going to get through this. Everything is going to be okay. You will get through this if it's not your time to go. If this is the way you're supposed to be there. So remember this, things are always set up for lessons to be learned. If someone is in a place where they're feeling suicidal, it's because say I'm supposed to help someone, okay? And I don't know I'm supposed to help someone. So here I go, and all of a sudden, someone comes to me and they're suicidal. And I'm like, yikes. God has given me, put this person in front of me, has given me the opportunity to help them, to increase my law of attraction and to increase my karma. God put me in front of this person, okay, to show them love. So we come together, whenever we come together to help someone, or when we're in need to help someone or to create something like this, it's supposed to be to enhance us, to make us better. So, right. People just go. People they feel again when they commit suicide, there's nothing left. And most time, and I would probably say probably every time when this happens, no one had any awareness of it because they hide it. It's very deep inside and they hide it. But if someone comes out and is saying they're feeling this way and all, then yeah, they could be helped. But most times when people do commit suicide, it's a very personal thing. They don't share it with anybody, okay? It's a way of them taking control of what's going on in their life. Kathy, you know, you can always contact me and let me know. We can definitely have a talk and a chat. You know that. I'm always available for you. I still consider you my niece, so you know you can always do that. But it's very hard for the survivors of someone of suicide, and it's hard to deal. You wonder why and how they did this, but you want to make sure you send them love, that they're in heaven with love, not with worry or concern or anything like that. I had a few times in my life I come very close to committing suicide. I know how they feel, and I didn't tell anyone. I'm very close. I had planned it a few times in my life that I was really, really, really bad. So I understand this. So, you know, when I'm saying these things, I've been there, okay? And but fortunately, I was able to hang on and not go ahead and go through with it. But yeah, I thought of several ways that I could do it successfully. Absolutely. But it's very difficult, like I said, for people who are still living, especially if you had a child or, you know, a close relative or a close friend, and that you're dealing with it. It can be very, 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 very difficult. But you have to send them love and life and understand, you know, that this is the way it was supposed to be, and it's not something bad. Don't look at anything as something bad. That these things that happen are to bless us, to make us aware, okay, and to make us stronger and wiser. It's all based for us to continue to love, to make love even bigger and stronger, and to understand. It's very important that we understand we have this awareness. You want to say hi, Tilly? So yeah, he's in the kitchen cooking. Gotta bend down. Hello. So hello.
I love cats.
You're so very well, lovingly welcome. And I know we went further than the pick your own cards here, but I hope the cards that you did pick helped you out. And you know, two of the piles here, groups here, really talks about letting things go, releasing, letting things, let go of your past, let things go. because we're all are in full control of how our lives go. We're in full control. And if you trust and if you have this awareness and you're ready to move forward, everything has to come from a place of love, loving yourself. That's where you connect to God. We're all made in the image of God, our loving creator. And what they mean, they don't mean the way we look. God doesn't look like us, he's spirit. But what they mean by that is the capability to love unconditionally, have the ability to love, to understand, to forgive, to let things go, to recognize what is true and what is not. And to mostly recognize that you only are responsible for you. You're not responsible for anybody else. You can't do that. The only person or the only thing you can change is you. And once you change the way you think and what you say and what you do, based on love, your whole world just magnifies into wonderful things. Okay, but it's a sad thing, but we can't focus on the sad. We want to rejoice their person's life. We want to send them to heaven with love. We don't want to hold them here and keep them in a painful situation. They need love. Anybody who's suffering, I don't care who you are, anybody suffering, if someone's mean and nasty, if someone's lying, if someone's doing whatever they're doing, they need to love. They don't need for you to get back at them. They don't need for these things to happen. They need love. And you're given the opportunity to show them love and to let them go. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate that. Okay, so have a great Friday night. I'm going to see what Tilly's cooking in the kitchen. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. And know that you're powerful when you're in the knowing. When you have God, the ascendant masters, the angels and archangels behind you, you're powerful. There's no stopping you. Let your love and peace fall down upon the earth. You must be in a place of love and peace in order to share it, in order to give it. And know that God blesses and loves you. I never say God bless you. I say God blesses you. But know that you're blessed. Okay. And so do I. Lots of kisses, love, and hugs from me to you. And I love you too, Kathy. And you're so much lovingly welcome. And of course, I wish all of you namaste. The light and love in me recognizes the light and love in you. Take care. Enjoy your weekend. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.